What's up, guys? It's your boy Laser coming at you on a Monday. Nah, I'm just kidding. But yeah. So it's a Monday, and it's 3 weeks left until the big release of the game. Apparently, I was unaware that I could get the game a day early. I feel kind of like a noob, but the midnight release is going to be on the night of Sunday instead of on the night of like I thought it was going to be on a Monday, like usual. But apparently, it's going to be on Sunday. The November the 3rd, so I'm actually kind of looking forward to that instead of going to the one on Monday. That, it just never really worked out for me, and I felt like I was, I always was a big nerd when it comes to school. Like I take school very seriously, and I try to do my best to make sure my mind and my, physical, like my focus is completely taking school as a priority, And so everything that I do is based around that. Like I have to be top notch for that. And I didn't feel like that after going to every midnight release on Monday, coming back on the Tuesday morning, and just feeling like I partied all night. And really, all I did was stand around with a bunch of fat nerds. But anyway, in order to get back on track here, I reviewed some of the perks. And basically, they don't look very exciting to me. Nothing. I mean, and I guess that's a good thing, because typically if you see a perk and you're like, oh man, I really want to try that. Usually that's not a good perk. Whenever you come back, oh man, that guy, he's using that perk, I know that perk, and it just makes me so mad. Well, that's usually what happens to me. And so, I have these perks on a site that I've just come across, the advancedwarfare.com. I'm gonna read these perks off to you. I know everyone can read here, and I'm probably gonna put the link in the description for you guys to check out this site. It's a really cool site. They've got all kinds of good information about the game. They've pretty much got everything down by now. Okay, so Call of Duty Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is using 3 classes for perks, 3 categories of perks, and they're having 5 perks per category. So for those of you guys who suck at math terribly, that's a 15 perks. So you can only choose 1 perk from each category unless you're using the Greed wild card, which they brought back from Black Ops 2. And that's not the only thing. Apparently the only thing that they not only do they share the futuristic kind of feel, they also have the Greed wild card, and a lot of the perks seem kind of similar as well. So let's start off reading off the perk 1 category, and that first one up is lightweight. We all know what that is. Increases your movement speed. Low profile makes you invisible to the UAV score streak and rounds fired from a weapon with the tracker attachment. Danger close increases your explosive and kill streak damage. Overcharged extends your exo ability. Your exo is your exoskeleton, the thing that's going to be helping you do all this maneuverability in COD Advanced Warfare. This gives you an upper hand by allowing you, for example, to cloak and hover for a longer time. That sounds pretty gay. Cloaking and hovering, that sounds like some, difficult stuff. Next one up is Flak Jacket, and it reduces explosive damage and also prevents you from slowing down when damaged by explosives. Kind of familiar, we all know what that is. Moving on into the perk 2 perks, we have Peripherals, which increases your radar's coverage. In addition, enemies that are killed by you don't display their death icon to the enemy team. So that means, if you guys remember Takedown from Call of Duty Ghosts, basically it just takes away that little X skull thing when oh my teammate was killed right here or killed over there, so I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna find who did it. No, you don't want them to do that. So second one up is Blind Eye, and makes you indetectable by drones and kill streaks except the UAV. The UAV is still gonna pick you up. Cold Blooded makes you immune to the enemy threat grenades. Those are the things that they throw behind doors and stuff to find you and see you standing there, so campers, please beware. And the Target Enhancer, which is the target finder, for crying out loud. And the call-outs, like the battle chatter that they have in COD Ghost. In addition, your name is not displayed to enemies, and the reticle doesn't change color when they aim at you. So, It's kind of like the cold-blooded that we saw in MW2, the cold-blooded Pro. If you guys remember MW2, I know some of you guys didn't even play that. Shame on you. Fast hands, you can swap your weapons faster, use exo abilities, and the exo launcher faster. This helps you reload your gun while sprinting. And one of the weirdest ones is called Gung Ho, which allows you to fire your weapon while sprinting and sliding, but it also reduces your accuracy while doing so. I've never seen anyone fire their weapon while sprinting. That's weird. Go on to perk 3 category. We have Toughness, reduces the aim and screen flinching while you get hit. That's from Black Ops 2. Scavenger, you spawn with extra magazines and can resupply ammo from dead enemies. We all know what that is. Blast Suppressor, with this equipped, you don't show up on the radar whenever you're using your exo abilities and everything like that. Like, you know, jumping and, jumping to the side, stuff like that. Hardwired makes you immune to stun grenades, EMP, nanoswarms, scramblers, and the system hack score streak. This is going to be probably the one perk that no one uses. And we have Hardline, which decreases the score streak cost by 100 points. And yes, they brought score streaks back. So whenever you're going for kill streaks, you're going for points. I think all of us should know that by now. So, let's talk about exactly why I think that this is probably one of the more balanced perk systems that we've seen so far in the last in the last 2 Call of Duties, let's call it that. So, if you look at a lot of these stealth perks, like I'm a stealth guy, I like to have stealth when I'm playing. You have stuff like low profile, and you have stuff like peripherals, and blind eye, and cold-blooded. All those things, oh, and you have blast suppressor. All those things really stemmed off of cold-blooded. I mean, really, if you remember cold-blooded back in Modern Warfare 2, cold-blooded kept you away from kill streaks. It kept you away from, showing up on the UAV, kind of like the assassin thing did on MW3, except, as each game has been developed, they divided that perk to make it more balanced. So, like on MW3 we had Blind Eye and we had Assassin. So, like, some of those traits being staying away from kill streaks and everything like that, you could find that on the Assassin, on the Blind Eye perk. Whereas, staying off of the UAV, you had to have Assassin. And so, this game is kind of like that as well. So, you don't end up being an all-around beast. You really have to make some tough sacrifices. And it really adds some balance to the game, I think. So, next up, the second reason why I think this is because if you look at all these perks, if you just take them all and you just look at all these perks, you don't really see, a difference in the categories. If you go and look at a lot of the other games, maybe your field perks will be in one section, and then your gamer piece, like your actual player, the way you move and everything like that, is in one section, and maybe what your weapons and your equipment is in another section. My favorite example is MW2. They have that. They don't really have that here. I can't really, I've been sitting here for 15 minutes trying to make a relation between the 3 categories of the perk, like not a relation, but, see what makes them different, and I can't really figure it out. Maybe you guys can, but I can't seem to do it. So what I think was going to be the most annoying perk right quick before I leave. Let me take one more look at the perk thing. Gung Ho, that's going to be really annoying because that's basically the spray and pray perk. Let's see, Flak Jacket as well. That right there, basically, I think that's going to be the only thing that's really annoying. My perk 3, for my perk 3 categories, I think toughness is going to be something that's really overpowered. I can see that being OP because in Modern Warfare, in Black Ops 2, I always get my CODs mixed up. In Black Ops 2, I use toughness a lot, and I really noticed a difference whenever I didn't use toughness, and it's because they're really trying to make it to where you need those perks. You need those perks to notice the difference. I mean, it wouldn't be a perk if you just put it on and it sometimes worked, And other than that, that's really the only reasons why I feel like this game might have the most balanced, most boring, but the most balanced perk system. So, if you guys have any feedback to leave, or you think that maybe I might be wrong about this being the most balanced perk system, feel free to comment that. I mean, you know, I'm just, my guess is as good as yours. I'm just speculating here. So guys, if you like this video, please like, please subscribe. It's free. Share with your friends, and hopefully we can, you know, we can help each other out. All right, peace out, guys. Have a great day.